No fans here at Bears Camp. I'm joined by a orchestra of cicadas, which means I'm in Illinois. We are in Chicagoland, Hallis Hall, of course. To be specific, thunderstorms, nothing could keep me away from just feeling the energy of what this squad is bringing, of course, into the preseason. So we'll be joined by Ben Johnson. I've never met him. Excited to get a little taste of what that might look like, what's important to him, what does this third preseason game bring, position battles, the whole thing. It's a tough week around the NFL, so I'm super happy to be here with the Bears. Big thanks to them for having us. And maybe we'll be joined by a couple wide receivers. Here with the head coach of the Chicago Bears, who has a nasty sinker, by the way, with the Cubs I saw a couple of weeks ago on the ride-in this morning. Ben Johnson, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I see that you're smiling. This is like the biggest topic. I asked, what question should I ask Ben? It's why doesn't he smile? Did you pick up any of that? What was that from this last preseason game?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think the guys see me smile all the time.
I mean, well, we can get into some of that, but I think fans, now that you're the head coach, the camera's on you more, right? And you had this intense look. You did the wink at the end. Would you like to sort of dispel that? Like, you're a smiley, cheery guy.
Yeah, but when we're between the white lines, there's a certain way that we're going about our business, so it's all good.
Coach, congratulations on everything so far. I know it's just the beginning on getting the job, on sort of the culture and seeing what it looked like on the field. As a person who grew up in Chicago, the last time that I jumped up and down on my couch was Matt Forte, like breaking some crazy run, or Devin Hester forever ago. And this isn't to be like hyperbolic or to put any sort of pressure in the air, but it was like truly maybe the most impactful preseason game that I've ever watched. Certainly any Chicago fans that are so hungry for greatness that you're helping bring them. Did you see it that way when you finished that preseason game? I know you've watched the tape now. It's like not that to you, right?
No. I mean, the score is what it is, and the stats were, they were good. They were in our favor, obviously, but we were all about just playing clean football and playing fast, and the guys showed up and they did a great job doing that. I thought one of the big parts of why we played the starters is week one, we're going to be at home on Monday night, and so going through our routine is staying at the hotel and what the day before the game's going to look like, day of the game going to look like, and I thought that's what I was proud about. Those guys, they showed up, they had an intensity about them, and they were ready to go. So, I thought it was a really good exercise from that perspective, and the game took care of itself.
How hard was it for you to take a knee and not just keep going at the end of the game? How hard was that for you?
Yeah. I looked up, and you get lost sometimes with where you're at in the game. So, yeah, we were going, and then it was time to take the knee. Although the fans behind me let me know that it was not a good decision.
What do you mean? What'd they say?
Oh, there were a lot of boos. So, welcome to Chicago.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But when you say welcome to Chicago, you know this division, playing here against it. What does that mean to you now that you're in this spot, one preseason game until the final opener where it starts? What is Chicago?
Chicago, we love this city. My family got moved in beginning of the summer, and we love this area. We love this place. The people are right down home, and I think what makes this place special is how much they love their sports teams. It doesn't matter, Bears, Bulls, Cubs, White Sox, all of the above.
I don't know, Cubs lately though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's okay. We'll get back on the horse.
Your sinker.
We'll get back on the horse. We'll be just fine.
Yeah, so you're loving Chicago. The vibes are high. Take me to this preseason game. I know you wanted to wait till you watched tape. I'm sure you watched Caleb tape. Up and down, backwards and forwards, the timing, the rhythm. What are you specifically, not intangibly, but what are you most impressed by from his performance?
He did a great job with the operation, getting the play call in and getting the guys lined up and going. I think there was a time he had to switch the protection. I thought he did a nice job on that. And then he made a couple big-time throws in there, too. He threw the one down the pipe to Cole, and he had the one to Colston. And more than anything, we had some pre-snap issues over the course of camp that have plagued us, and that first unit didn't have any of those. So that was good to see. And I think he, really the whole unit has a little bit of confidence now going forward.
Okay, I love that. I think everybody would point to that first drive as like this game-changing moment for at least a Chicago fan, if you can appreciate that. Like, oh my gosh, that was nearly perfect. I don't know how much better Caleb could play from a fan perspective. With you, not Caleb, but you can focus on him if you want. What was the most impressive thing to you? Because there's a lot of places you can go. Burden blocks and so on. What was the most impressive thing from that game?
Beyond Caleb?
Yeah.
was I thought we controlled the line of scrimmage. I thought our guys up front, they established themselves. There's a physicality with which we want to play on offense, and then defensively, DA and the defensive coaching staff have really instilled that mentality, and the guys played that way for 60 minutes. It's easy to go in at halftime up by a few scores and then let off the pedal in the second half, and none of the guys did that.
Caleb says you're hard on him, his words. How would you describe that? How hard are you on him?
I think that's the natural course of coaching. You got to tell guys when it's good. You got to tell them when it's bad. And we've had a healthy back and forth. And he's learning. He's grown. He's a young player. But, I think when you're young, you want to be coached hard because that's going to pull out the best in you. And he's been that way. That's been his approach. He's been very receptive, very coachable, and we see him getting better every day.
Am I going to see some trick plays in this third preseason game?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
We'll keep those on ice for now.
No, totally on ice. I'm trying to think, is there something that we haven't seen? Because there's things that you've shown me, even last year, the sell, the trip, the fake trip, whatever. I've never seen that before. Do you have like a Rolodex of stuff that I've never seen? There's some things.
There's some things that we've got cooking, so we'll see.
I like that you're attacking with the 12s. In 12 personnel. I was with Amon yesterday and Jameer, who obviously send their love, miss you. They said it's fun to watch him. It's funny to watch him run the same plays, which of course you're going to have some of that. It makes sense. That's kind of obvious. What is like the one thing that will be the biggest difference? Is it attacking with 12? Is it Caleb's mobility?
No, it's completely different personnel. So we're going to do what our guys do best. And I think we've got weapons in every room, running back, tight end, receiver. And so, it's going to be hard on us coaches to make sure that we're getting everybody the ball. That's really what it comes down to, that away. But yeah, I mean, right now, this is the same game plan in preseason that I've done for the past 4 years. So the plays should probably look the same. We just dusted off an old one, and the guys are going out there and executing them at a high level right now. So that's kind of the plan for the preseason. Once we get into the season, we'll have a little bit more fun.
So we've seen nothing yet, is what I'm hearing.
No, just we want to see pad level. We want to see execution, get off. All the boring stuff for everybody else is what us coaches want to see.
It's not boring. I love it. The Caleb's mobility. How big of a part of this offense will that be? That must have been very alluring for you in taking this job.
Yeah, I mean, we have conversations about that all the time. Just playing with a little bit more discipline and structure within the system. To distribute to the playmakers that we have on the perimeter. But at the same time, what has made him such a special player over the course of his career in college and in the pros so far has been that ability to create. And so I think he had one opportunity the other night, and we weren't able to connect on it. But I told him, like, that's the secret sauce. That's what we're not going to ask him to be Superman all the time, but when those times present, that's where he needs to come through for us.
I think you left your mark in Detroit. I'm so curious what you're taking from Detroit, from Dan, such a big personality, whether it's going for it on fourth, at the 40, or whatever it might look like. What are you taking from Dan here to Chicago?
Well, I take a lot because, the story of my career has been more losing than it has been winning, to be honest with you. And so I've seen more ways not to do it. And then Detroit was really the first way I've seen to do it and have success, particularly turning that place completely around. I was a part of that, and I really enjoyed my time there. Of course, Dan spearheaded it, so did Brad and Sheila, all the way on down. And so there's a number of things with the alignment up top that I think it was second to none there. I wish them nothing but the best, but 2 games this year. There's a number of people that I love there, and those relationships is why you do what you do. And so we're looking to build something special here in Chicago now.
After that preseason performance, do you hear from Dan? Like, what are the rules of war?
No.
It's over now, right? Like, you guys have when did it stop? Like the friendly exchanges of text, because that's one that you would think. You'd get a text like, "Great job, attaboy, what a game." But
yeah.
When does that stop?
Yeah, my phone's been quiet for a while now, so that's
like
that's
OTAs.
Okay.
That it's over.
We've got a lot going on. They've got a lot going on, so to be expected.
Are you playing the guys against Kansas City?
Yep.
Starters?
Yep. We'll go ahead and we'll play. We'll see how long it is. We're going to get through a couple days here of practice, and we'll determine for how long. But we need to go through this.
The excitement is a 10 out of 10. I hope you can appreciate that. You helped turn the Lions around and get them to where they are, but it means a lot. Do you want, fans after this last preseason game, they're either buying Super Bowl tickets or they're like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not falling for it. I've been here before. How do you want fans to be? Do you want them to be tentative? Do you want them to like, no, we're doing this. Let's go. What's your vibe?
Well, there's two things. One is we're not listening to anything outside of this building right now. That's been the message really from the start of training camp, and that was reiterated again today because, all right, we had a good practice, but or a good game the other day, and everyone is now jumping on the bandwagon per se, but that's not what we're going for. We know how that game went, and
so do you hate it, Ben? Do you hate it when I'm like Luther Burden, Hall of Famer? Like, do you hate, or the Colston Loveland? Like, do you hate that?
No, it's noise. It's noise. There's positive and negative. So we're just getting in the habit of putting it in one ear and out the other. So, but to me, it is the cool thing about this particular place is we have fans that really care. They really care about the Bears.
How good of an actor is Caleb when it comes to some of the stuff that you want to do? How would you assess his acting skills?
We're working on it. We're working on it. No, he's doing a great job.
So many years in LA. No, how's he doing with the acting?
He's doing a great job. We make a big to-do about the same things looking different and different things looking the same, and I think he's playing his part and his role really well right now.
Okay, I'm looking at your schedule, right? You mentioned those 2 games. So it's Detroit week 2. That's early. Gosh, that's early in the season. You have Commanders week 7. Which one of those wins will be most satisfying to you?
Every win's satisfying.
Every
win is going to be satisfying.
What a good coach answer. I love to hear it.
Yep.
Last one for you. I'm headed to Green Bay this week. Anything I should ask Matt LaFleur?
No, that's on you. Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure that out.
Have you guys practiced the tush push with Caleb?
No tush push for us.
No plan to tush push against Green Bay.
We're all good there.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you. And I hear that you are 10 minutes early everywhere.
Try to be.
Yeah, what does that say about you think?
I don't know. And I drink my coffee black, so probably a lot of things going on.
And cheers to you. Welcome to Chicago. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Not gonna lie, he was a little bit intimidating. We're getting some edits on this interview. He is locked in. So excited. Did not love the congratulations I was giving him, which I thought was interesting. I could just tell he didn't say that. Of course, big thanks to Ben Johnson for making time. And I'm very, very excited for what's ahead. And speaking of which, here they come. We have DJ Moore Rome Odunze on the show from House Hall. Here with the stars of the Chicago Bears, DJ Moore Rome Odunze. Just 38 points, guys? What's the problem? What is the problem?
Just 38.
We got booed for taking knees.
Coach told me that this morning. Tell me a little bit more about that. What did they want to happen?
Probably another touchdown,
Another 40, put up a 40 ball.
They wanted a 50-piece.
A lot feels different, of course. We could probably go in on that a lot. But I do want to know from the fan perspective. It was so fun to watch. I mean, I was like literally on my couch. I was losing my mind. It was so great. DJ, I'll start with you. What have you noticed with the fans and how they're excited but tentative and like what the vibe is?
I think they was just going off of how we came out and started off the day, the night, because we played that night. And once we went down and drove, 98 yards, 92 yards, whatever it was.
92.
They was into it, and they was lively, and it was no booze going on, so I was happy.
DJ, do you know this is like the most important preseason game of all time for a Bears fan? Like this is your second year. It's like a little different. Like, DJ, you've been through it. You've been through it, and I've been through it. Devin Hester, Matt Forte, that was a long time ago. Does it feel, DJ, different? And how could you describe that to me?
Yes, it feels different. Within the building, it's going to trickle out to the fans real soon when we start putting up some wins. So starting with Ben Johnson, he came in, set the tone for everything, and he can be scary at times, but he's really a loving, down-to-earth person that's going to get us going right.
What made you laugh about that?
I think it's funny just him saying he's scared. I would agree, though, to a certain extent. He's, definitely has his intensity, but like DJ was saying, he came in with a mindset and he hasn't shifted from it since. So we've all kind of fed off that, and he's got us going in the right direction.
I'd never met him, and he came here before your walkthrough, and he sat down and he left, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was the worst interview. Like, I felt intimidated.
Right.
And I also felt like, why are you laughing, DJ? I did. I felt like I couldn't like figure him out.
Yeah.
And I kept saying like, congratulations. And I could tell he didn't love that. And then I was like, oh, why do I keep saying, I couldn't like get my words out or something. He's a little intimidating.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Have you guys figured him out, you feel like? It's probably good that you don't.
Probably not all the way. I mean, we know what he comes into the building every single day with, his passion for it, and he wants us all to get right. So he has his methods, but we believe in it, so we all bought in.
you against Buffalo was unbelievable. You didn't get much work in the second preseason game. I heard you guys are starting against the Chiefs, which I'm excited to see. But you had Bills beat reporters writing about you. What went so right there?
I think we just came out with the right mindset, honestly. You know, everybody was ready to go out and ball. You know, we've been, anticipating these preseason games after going against each other for all of camp. And, we seen what happened in Miami, and we were satisfied with that. So we want to come out and, play good ball. And I think we put a lot of that on display.
Rome, is it crazy for you to sit here, and I met you last year, and you were just doing your rookie song, and now everyone's talking about Colston's rookie song? First of all, DJs, whose was better?
Whose was better?
Yeah.
I give it to Rome.
Oh,
You
let's
do?
go.
That's
Rome
nice.
had the tunes going in the background, and he was like more lively with it. He was into it.
We love
Yeah.
that the receiver camaraderie there. But is it weird for you that you're a year in now?
Yeah.
What is this like? Is it slowed down? How would you sort of describe your relationship with year 2 now?
Yeah, it's definitely slowed down for sure. That first year is kind of like a whirlwind. You go through so many different phases, and you can barely catch your breath. But now I'm kind of, setting in and getting comfortable with all. So definitely feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm just trying to get, like my boy, a real vet. So I got some years to go, but I'm on my way.
What does that mean? What does this vet
I
look?
don't know what the vet look is. I mean, I'm year 8, but dang,
Year 8, bro.
I'm not 10 plus yet. That's a vet.
You a vet, bro.
All right.
DJ, I never know what you're thinking either. You're just like your coach, I feel like. I never know if you're always kind of smiling.
Mm-hmm.
You also said that your coach smiles a lot.
Yes.
After these preseason games, is he proud of you guys for these 38 points? Is it down? Because he told me that this morning he was like, I don't want anybody getting in their head. I don't want, it's just a preseason game. What's the vibe after practice or after a game like that?
Yeah, he came in, said the 38 points was good, and the fans booed us. He said, duly noted, so I'm waiting to see what that means. And but from there, I mean, I'm glad he was kind of happy that we won, but you never know what he's really thinking. I don't know if we put up enough points when we was out there. You never know. But, I mean, it's always a battle each and every day to try to figure him out, and he's always winning.
Which one of you is going to coach's office more about trick plays? Who wants more trick play action? I saw one with you, DJ, at camp.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also seen you've thrown a pass back at, what's your high school?
Bishop Gorman.
Bishop Gorman, yeah. I've seen that too. So who wants the trick play more?
I think we both just, ready for the opportunity. We had a little bit of a throwing session.
You do?
You pointed at yourself?
Draw it up for me, DJ. What does it look
here we
like
go.
in your ideal world?
Oh,
double pass.
the double pass right
You
back
like
to
that?
Rome.
Double
Yes,
pass, yeah.
DJ, you were top 5 in yak last year. You do it. I mean, you're saying you're not quite a veteran. I like that you have the mentality, but you do it so consistently. I feel like your name, and maybe Rome can speak to this, his name needs to be in the most dangerous yak in the league conversation way more than it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's, flown under the radar with that for so many years that he's been in the league. Every time you turn on the tape, guys can't get him down. So, when you get the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. So, that's stuff I like to look at him for him and trying to emulate some of his game.
I love that. And what do you think about how Rome's looked over the past couple of weeks?
We got to get him out of being a possession receiver to the yak. I mean, we talked about that.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? He'll get there.
I was with Amon Ra yesterday and Jahmyr Gibbs, similarly to this, and they were saying it's funny to watch them. It's funny to watch them run the same plays that we were running out there. What are your thoughts on that? You guys have them week 2, obviously. That'll be a really fun one. I know your coach wants it, but I think you guys want it too.
No, absolutely. It's going to be a lively one. It's at Detroit, right? So, yeah, it's, going to be a warm welcome. And we're going to get after a little bit. Them same plays we're going to be running.
Caleb, he looked confident.
Yes.
I don't know that you could have expected more or had a better quarterback performance than what I saw. I was so excited for him and this offense. DJ, what do you sort of accredit that confidence to?
His preparation from the coaches down to him and going from the line to us, we all just being on the playbooks and knowing our positions and what we got to do for him.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I'd agree 100%. He's definitely, more locked in and more, has had a whole training camp of growth. And I think that is really, proved dividends for him. And like DJ said, we're all there for him, the coaching staff and everybody. So, he's going out there and he's balling. So we're just, pieces of the puzzle.
Rome, you're talking like a vet. And you have this young whippersnapper running around blocking his ass off.
That's right.
Luther Burden was a revelation, I feel like, in the second preseason game, outside of blocking, which, by the way, Loveland doesn't get enough credit for because he's great at that, too. What is the most impressive thing about Luther Burden to both of you?
I would say for me, it's just his, his comfortability out there, just being, these, first 2 games that he's played, like, his first 2 NFL games, and he just looks natural out there. He's making moves, making people miss, just like he used to do in college. So, all those things are super impressive. And, just to see how quickly he's learning and how quickly he's developing, it's really good.
Him just being a sponge, just taking bits and pieces from every game that he's seeing in front of him right now, and just going out there and playing his butt off.
I love that. Did you guys see all this like Twitter viral stuff about how Ben doesn't smile?
I haven't.
Did you guys see that? There was all this like his face in the game. Because when you're a coordinator, you don't get shown as much.
Right.
But your head coach, like, they kept showing him during the game, and he was not smiling. And you're up like 38-zip, and he's not smiling. And everyone thinks he's just like a maniac. But he's what makes him smile most? What would you say? Like, what's the quickest way to get him to smile?
Being on the details, and when the whole play go right, he'll smile. Other than that, I don't think.
You think? I don't even know. Even then, you got to crack a joke or something. You want him to smile.
Really?
Yeah, it's got to be good too.
It's got to be a good joke.
But
he has a sense of humor. I can kind of tell. I just don't know if he'll show it to me.
Yeah, no, he's got a great sense of humor. But he's always on the details. So he's not smiling until
outside of football. Just leave it. He'll probably smile outside. Of football.
Do you guys what does that look like for you guys? Did you guys do stuff in the off season? Hang out with him?
We did a little bit. I mean, they've been working a lot, so they've been getting this thing on the road. So we ain't been like that. But of course, we chop it up outside of meetings and stuff like that. But yeah,
I'm trying to get how me, a fan, should handle this right now. Like coming off this game where I'm I'm buying Super Bowl tickets. I'll see you in Santa Clara. Versus like I want to be tentative and let you guys do your thing and whatever. And like it's preseason. How should I handle it? How should fans handle?
I mean, I was just say, keep the excitement. It's always good to be excited about the season, and I think we're gonna come forth with something, great this year for the fans to watch. But it's just a preseason game at the end of the day.
Did you like the booze?
I mean, Chicago fans are like that. That's what you're gonna get. They want the best on every single play.
They wanted more. Yeah. I think that's good, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm a fan of it.
Yeah. DJ, we attacked over there.
Yeah, it was a B, but I think. Be excited, but stay even killed at the same time. Let's just see how we come out on Monday night.
Okay, can't wait to see it. We got the Lions week 2. We got big games. We got the Commanders. I think Ben Johnson probably wants that one a lot. Don't you guys think that coach should have to sing a rookie song?
Oh, I said that.
You did?
Know. Yes, because he's a rookie head coach.
Right?
So,
so what song should he sing?
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he should do some.
Yeah, he should do something for sure.
Big thanks for the Bears for letting us hang out at training camp today. Big game against the Chiefs. So all the starters are going to go. I don't think we'll see any trick plays. I don't think we'll see anything moderately interesting, but yet somehow still it will have Bears fans the most excited they've been since 1986. That's my opinion. Don't let us see anything. Attack with that 12 personnel when it counts, week 1. There's a lot of questions on my Twitter, too, about, is he going to release the playbook week 1 or keep it? What's to keep? Lay it out there. Can't wait to see what this guy comes up with. And I like that he said that there's some things in his bag, in his lab, that we haven't seen before. This was the takeaway, that Ben Johnson's a little intimidating, bit of a maniac, great guy though, incredible, but his receivers are still trying to figure him out. They're still trying to figure him out. So as excited as we are, there is the learning curve. There is some patience. There is some more chemistry that has to happen. I thought I'd catch up with Caleb. Caleb is locked in. He knows he's going to play against the Chiefs. He knows Mahomes. People call him Mini Mahomes, right? Superman, doing all the things that he did at USC, of course. That mobility, maybe we'll see on display just a little bit to wrap up the preseason, but they're working so hard. The vibe's different. I'm not going to describe it yet, but our lights are shutting off, so we're getting out of here. We are in training camp mode, and we will see you guys at our next camp.